Here's a big question going around. Will Adesanya run from Paulo Costa the way he did from Yoel Romero? I have the foggiest idea how this became a big question, let alone a question at all. And what does it mean if he does? You must understand, in the world of combat, you do not have to go forward. It's very effective. It's a lot to deal with. Many athletes do it naturally. Coaches like when an athlete does. There's no rule that says that you have to. It's very relevant. If you were to tie this in to the world of other combat forms, you can get, well, you guys will even remember in Pride, you could get what was called a yellow card. And a yellow card was not good. The judges took that into consideration. You lost 10% of your purse. It was not good. It was to force the action. The unified rules do not call for such a thing. In the sport of wrestling, you must either stand your ground at a minimum or go forward. If your opponent backs up, he will be given what's called a caution. X amount of cautions, you lose points, you can be disqualified from the whole match. The reason for this is because nothing happens. If both guys back away, nothing's happening. You have a sport where two people are now running away from each other. You just can't do it. The sport of combat has never done that. Sugar Ray Robinson, by example, who many people, including Floyd Mayweather himself, say is the best boxer of all time. He never stepped forward, to the point that he ran 5 miles a day, which is a lot of miles. Hardworking guy. He did them all backwards. He trained backwards. He ran going backwards. He only backed up and made people come to him. It was just his style, but we've seen it over time being a pretty effective style. Floyd Mayweather is not somebody who walks you down. He goes backwards. Within the rules, you're allowed to do that. I offer you that because when you ask if Adesanya is going to run away, what you are attempting, the story that you're attempting to tell is that Adesanya does not engage and he should go out there and engage. He should be the one going forward. You've seen one egg laid. It was Adesanya versus Romero. Look, if a guy's not coming forward, then you go after him or you cut off the ring and you corner him. This is not rocket science. You'll have fight guys try to talk to you about the most simplistic things that you're ever going to have to deal with in life as though they're somehow more sophisticated than you. You'll hear terms like footwork. Do you know what footwork means? It means how your feet move. You'll hear things like cut him off. Do you know what cut him off means? It means if he steps left, you step left. If he goes right, you step right. It's very simple. So talking about Adesanya going to run away. Okay, great. Walk him down. You got a problem with that? He steps left, you step left. He steps right, you step right. Gives a goddamn where Adesanya goes. What's one have to do with the other? Adesanya has never been in a boring fight. As a matter of fact, if I was to back up the tape, his fight with Anderson Silva got rave reviews. His fight with Kelvin Gastelum was nominated and I believe won. I'd have to go back and check that. It was nominated for the fight of the year. To make believe as though Adesanya is not causing action and is not an exciting fight. He doesn't have to go forward. If you're cheering for the other guy, good, have your other guy go forward. Turns out Paulo happens to go forward. The only reason Romero and Adesanya didn't work is Romero didn't do that. Romero was more than happy to stand there and do nothing. He did not move forward. He did not pressure him. He did not cut off the cage. Those are simple terms. That cage is only so goddamn big. There's nowhere for the guy to go. Quit trying to tell your story as a way of getting Adesanya to not fight his best fight. He can fight his best fight, including going backwards. I don't suggest for you that he really goes backwards. I don't know that I agree with that. I can tell you in the Romero fight, Romero did not go forward, which is why no fight happened.